Super Warrior Arc Chapter 5. Piccolo revived. Find Android 16.
How is this possible? Why aren't their powers as diminished as mine are? This isn't fair. How can I, the perfect being, be defeated?
A sorry sight you were, Cell.
It's kind of funny looking with the exact moment that I pressed A. With like a whole power surge around him and then it just cancels out.
Hope you don't mind me
Oh, that one auto advanced.
observing this delightful spectacle from afar. Remember, we had a deal. A deal you chose to ignore just so you could run off on your own and fail.
Cell's a bit of an egotist.
Tell me, how was your showdown with that filthy primate?
I don't have to tell you anything.
So that's how it is. Well, perhaps we can strike a deal. My subordinates have acquired information that might be of some small interest to you.
One of my favorite videos is a video where they replace Cell's
Cells
lines with Plankton from SpongeBob. That would be pretty good.
They are to your cause. I'm sure you're very proud.
Frieza is racist.
They are called the Ginyu Force. Does this not entice you? My precious intel, that is. What say you to a deal? Tell me what you know, and I'd be happy to tell you what I know.
I went to college. I can absolutely imagine that in Plankton's voice. Frieza's racism was a tubism that became canonical and super.
Hello? Who's that inside my head right now?
Goku! Goku!
Piccolo?
Come quick!
God?
They're too strong!
Who is? And where? I'm sensing a small energy distortion. That way!
People can just like communicate telepathically, I guess. Okay, well, I don't think I need extra stuff at this point. Really, Piccolo is God? Wait, I don't even have to do that. Why don't I just bum rush now? I think I got absolutely destroyed. And it's one of those games where, you know, you give up opportunities to grind here and you lose it forever, I guess. So I screw myself, but you know, if I get to a point where I can't beat it, I don't particularly care.
Yeah, Piccolo's
Half
definitely
of
changed
Piccolo's
his
God.
blood since then, huh?
He's fused with
Not a
Kami.
bad guy anymore.
Indeed, he doesn't seem to have a shred of evil left in him anymore.
Oh, by the way, did you know Piccolo babysits Pan when Gohan and his wife are out of the house? Isn't that neat? So convenient. He calms her down and changes her diapers. I hear he's pretty good at it. He even makes baby food for her. Definitely the perfect babysitter.
Piccolo changing diapers? I can't tell which one of you is actually Pan's grandfather anymore.
Technically, he's 1/3 God, 1/3 Nail,
You sound
1/3
just like
actually
Shinji.
Piccolo.
She says Piccolo makes a better grandpa than me.
I don't think that's something you should be particularly proud of as Pan's actual grandfather. Listen,
Goku's
and
a
I don't think
grandfather?
you should go telling people that Piccolo is taking care of your granddaughter.
Huh? Why's that?
Well, to protect Piccolo's image, I guess.
His image?
Let's end this conversation.
Father, the
here,
Son, and the
shall we?
Holy Spirit.
Yeah, let's take care of this Piccolo clone and show
And
him
Goku's
who's
like
grandpa.
pushing 60.
Me.
Well, I mean, even then, you're having kids pretty early, but
The outcome of this fight is anybody's
my levels are a little low. Just a little smidge here. Strong Jersey? That one support move it's called.
all or nothing. Let's go.
Rest of, yeah, I know.
You got the back. Come on. Let's gotta say, you're a natural.
Oh. Oh, press Y and B at the same time to consume one key gauge and perform a vanish. Catch your opponent off guard by attacking them from behind. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Huh. Press LB in the middle of a super attack. What's a super attack? Perform an ultimate Z change. Use this to switch to an ally and fire off consecutive super attacks. Hold back while pressing LB to change to a meteor attack. It can also be performed with half circle LB or half circle L. What? Perform an ultimate Z change while doing a super attack. What's a super attack? Just those ones, right? Kamehameha. One key gauge. that what a super attack is then?
How about this?
LB during a super attack? Okay. So if I'm doing super attacks, I may as well do that too, right? Is what you're telling me here?
Don't want to die, get out of the way.
Is there any downside to bringing my allies in? Like, I see that it uses those assists, but like, it seems really quite strong then. Assuming I have like more characters to work with. You know? Seems like there's a lot that you can do there. Hey. Be gone. Interesting. Yeah, you can teleport right to your opponent at any time if you have a little bit of meter.
Want to die, get out of the way.
It does switch who you're playing at the end. So I guess if you don't really want to switch there. But if your allies get hit while on screen, they take actual damage. But if I'm in the middle of that, is there a way that they could get hit?
Want to die, get out of the way.
It seems like I'm getting a lot more out of the super for almost free. Is what it kind of seems like to me. Well, finished with a on Yamcha. I don't know what that means. Not a clue. Can I like switch pages or something here? The arrow. Oh yeah. Okay. Didn't do it. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how to. I don't know what that means. You're sure do this. Let's go do the thing.
Look, it's Piccolo! Goku, behind you! Man, it's like I can't go 2 minutes without bumping into one of these clones. Well, know what I gotta do.
Well, yeah, it seems like there is definitely a decent bit of stuff to know about this game. Fun fact, in a tag fighter, knocking out 2 fighters in one combo is called a happy birthday, and knocking out all 3 at one time is a Merry Christmas? What? Why? So I would do that for like anti-air stuff, holding down. That is. It seems like there's some cool potential things that you could do, isn't there? Oh. Well.
Don't want to die, get out of the way.
Why would I guess just for the sake of switching in this situation. To finish certain characters off with a heavy, you can trigger a special cutscene, but you have to be playing as a certain character. Oh.
Don't want to die, get out of the way.
My God. Well, there's definitely some things that one can do there. It sure seems like. Just, I don't know, man. Oh, man. Right in the dick. Oh, my God. Spirit Ball is also mashing, like, yeah. Well, I can... Wait, it's mashing, like... Wait, what button would I mash? Oh, my God. I'm hitting buttons and more things are happening. What the hell? Wow, they don't even have to be charged up. I'm hitting buttons. And I think more stuff was happening. Anyway, Q. Or Jack called Yamcha and Nappa on Wasteland. I don't even know who Nappa is. Nappa. Not a clue.
Good. I can finally move again.
I'm glad you're okay. But I have to tell you that things have taken a turn for the worse.
If you're referring to the waves and that linking business, then I already know about all of that.
Huh? But I didn't even...
I think I recognize this One Piece voice now. She's Tashigi, right?
I'd rather not listen to you explain.
He's Zoro,
It's easier
right?
just to read your mind.
You read my mind? I see.
Piccolo used to be calming. Reading minds is just old hat to him.
Man, the audio leveling's so bad.
Just what else did you look at without my permission, huh?
Bald Saiyan that came to Earth with Vegeta.
You
Is
saw
Spoon
memories
Appa
of
this
me
bald
taking
guy
a
with the
bath,
mustache?
didn't you?
Don't know who that is.
I might have seen something like that amongst the jungle. What of it?
What's that supposed to mean? Have you no respect for a girl's privacy?
Hold up. Why would a Namekian be interested in girls anyway, Bulma? Hold on there. Aren't you a little too old to be calling yourself a girl?
I am not old!
At least now I know the state of affairs. Hold on. So you're linked with Goku? Well, you've really gotten yourself into a nasty situation. Still, gonna need you now more than ever. I'll join the fight from here. Whatever I can do.
Yeah, Namekians are technically genderless and reproduce asexually. Oh. Ally Save Piccolo is now available from Edit Team. Chapter 5, Map 7. Oh, so I'm still in Chapter 5. Alright, now I'm understanding why there's different map numbers there. Whoa, level 7? Whoa! You're in, dude. You weird green asshole. I gotta go that way, it looks like. Boss battle. So I may as well just do like 2 for down this way. I guess I'm gonna do 2 for across, technically, as well. Why not? Oh yeah, the save. Whatever, I'll save in a second here.
No matter how many of these clones we beat
I'll
down,
be okay.
more of them just keep popping up.
There's no auto saves or anything.
There's got to be some other way to stop them.
DBZ
No,
Abridged
there's
uses
no
this as a
other way
running
than
gag by
just
going, ha ha
fighting
ha,
them.
Piccolo
Give it
doesn't
up.
have a penis.
Oh, come on, don't say that. You've got the power of the former Guardian, right? Can't you just tap into that?
If it worked that way, Yamcha, don't you think I'd be doing that?
Well, I guess being the former Guardian doesn't mean that much.
Unbelievable. If you've got time to waste relying on gods, use it for training instead.
Jeez, that does sound like something Kami would have said. Oh, fine, I get it. I'm sorry. All right, I'll show you I don't need to ask others for help. Come on. Dearest Heavenly Kami, don't let the enemy be too strong. Amen.
I can see why Bulma chose Vegeta.
I don't know who these people are. Oh, that's that Nappa dude. He has a very thin mustache. I see here. Okay. So, like, press RT or BA at the same time to do a super dash. Use this to deflect your opponent's ki blast and getting close for another attack.
Okay, time to train. That's how it's done.
Interesting. Press RB or X and Y at the same time to unleash a Dragon Rush. I've already done that. That one I've already done. Press B to knock your opponent back with the heavy attack. Press B while holding down to knock your opponent into the air.
You've come this far, so
Well,
I'm sure it'll be fun.
So you can do that in midair too, and I guess extend like air combos. Something like that. Would I be able to air combo from there? I can't reach him. In context, Yamcha used to date Bulma, but then they broke up and now Bulma's married to Vegeta. Okay. Like, can't really combo from there, I don't think. It's kind of gonna hit buttons and see if it does more stuff. Like if there's mashing stuff there. Wait, is it using more bits of meter? Hold on. This uses 1. Yeah, it is using more. That makes more sense now. I didn't realize that the number was going down. So there is an actual cost. It's not for essentially free. I get you now. Don't mind me, dude. See what kind of auto combos it throws out here. And then press buttons and maybe more stuff happens. Quite the expression. Mission completed. Well. Yeah, definitely A lot of stuff one can do in this here video game. I know that's the same case with, like, Guilty Gear as well. The, you know, fighting game that I've been playing a decent bit lately with my little cousin here. Where I don't even know all my moves in that yet. Like, sometimes I hit buttons and then something happens I haven't seen before. I'm like, what? What the heck was that? How did I do that? So, I'm sure there being a lot going on with fighting games isn't exactly exclusive to this. I'm not really super familiar with fighting game stuff in general, really. I don't consider myself good at all at fighting games.
Same as mine. And I suppose its body and abilities are the same as mine as well. It's not every day an opponent shows up where you know all of their strengths and weaknesses. Nobody knows me better than me, after all. I can use that to my advantage.
It's a question, also gonna do Blaze Blue cross tag at some point in the future? Yeah, I think so.
Since I'm basically fighting myself.
I figure I may as well. Understand a little smidge, be familiar at least with all the fighting games that I'd potentially be doing at this event. So yeah, I really, really want to do this multi-fighting game tournament, not just a Smash tournament this year. And really get a whole mix of different games in there. Like, you want to see how elaborate I've gotten the plan here about things that I could potentially do? Here, let me open this. I forgot I was using display capture. You're seeing what I'm seeing right now. Alrighty. Oh well, save some time. Watch, this is gonna crash now. My god. There isn't really a seating plan for this year put out yet because it's way too early. This is just a screenshot that I happen to have from like a previous year, so it's what I've been making plans of. Fragapalooza 2023, I was seated here, and like the stage is here. Red means it's a fire lane, so the row is extra wide so that people can go by in case of fire. But also means there's room around here for like, you know, lots of gaming and stuff like that. I wasn't on top of getting my seat last year, and so last year, or no, 2024 I was here. Last year, 2025, I was here, and that worked okay-ish. I'm gonna try to go back here again, because then you have, like, all this space in front of the stage that I can work with. One way or another, I have access to the fire lane. I'm, like, right beside where there'd be, like, a whole bunch of setup and stuff. And in 2024, when I was seated here, they had, like, a camera set up here on, like, a pole that was pointed at the stage. And then they had like a little table in front just so that nobody would bump the pole. And I asked, hey, can I just use the table? Put a little Chromebook on there and people can use it to check the bracket or do tournament signups. And they were like, sure, go ahead. So this became the prize table, which made me think that if I'm streaming here and I'm playing some really intensive PC games, or if I've got some intensive PC games going on that like my secondary and tertiary PCs can't handle, why don't I just set up a monitor here on a table that might already be there anyway? Pull up a couple of chairs, and then me streaming and showing a couple different views, a couple different games can also just be a tournament PC turned here at like 90 degrees perpendicular to where I'm at. Here I could do probably something like this. I could easily see myself loading up like 3 sets, like 3 stations on the stage here, where like maybe I do like my secondary PC. We got some other PC games here. Switch to so that we can have things like Smash Bros. Pokken Tournament, Arms later if we have some more time, which would be really quite fun there. Wii, so we could have like some motion control stuff with like Wii Sports Resort Swordplay, Wii Sports Boxing, and then if there's like extra time, like pop in Smash Brawl or something like that and see some Meta Knight shenanigans, I don't know. And I don't know where it would potentially be, but I did end up asking, would I potentially have a table space to work with? Last year, I was given this little square spot here, which was essentially a vendor booth, or a sponsor booth that wasn't taken up. They had like 3 of these in a row, and they had like a sponsor at the one that's here and the one that's here. But this one, it wasn't occupied, so I got to use it for tournament purposes. So I had like 2 stations set up here, and it worked great for that. So I don't know where I'd go if it would necessarily be here. Fragapalooza 2023, I had like a little area set up here underneath the head table. But I was told when I asked, like, hey, could I potentially have extra space to work with? Because then I can just do more games and get more elaborate. And I was told, brainstorm with the idea that you are going to have a table space. And I was like, yes, hell yeah. So I was thinking, like, assuming it's roughly the same size as this, it might not necessarily be here, but maybe it is there. And then it's nice and close by and convenient. We'll see. Then that's at least, like, a couple stations. Then I can run, like, my spare parts machine that's a couple rooms down here that runs the really, really CPU light games that can run on a toaster that don't need anything intensive. Like, this can run mid games. This, what I'm playing on right now, my primary PC, can run basically whatever it needs to run. Secondary PC, definitely don't try running anything like Tekken 8 on that, or else it'll explode, but things like Guilty Gear and lower it should be able to handle. Tertiary PC, just the really basic kind of stuff it'd be able to handle. I like to bring in a GameCube, and I do have access to that. Then that way I could bring in Smash Melee and Soul Calibur 2, at least. And then maybe I would get like some other games for the retro game guys. But those are games that I at least have and can bring along with GameCube that we have access to. My cousin has a GameCube here. And right before Janland, RJ and I actually played a little bit of Soul Calibur 2 together, because I've been pitching some of my ideas to him, and he dug out Soul Calibur 2, and after setting up the GameCube, he was like, well, play a little bit with me, and I was like, sure, and I played a little bit of Link, and, you know, it was kind of fun there. So I think things like Soul Calibur 2 and Smash Melee would be kind of cool to have at this event here, so bring along a GameCube. Like, I could always just, you know, bring along the Wii and then it doubles as a Wii and GameCube, but how much time are we going to have for different games across each station? How much time is it going to total take up? Like, this is just spitballing ideas. But in terms of me really, really wanting to go ham on a shit ton of different games, I'm currently making plans if I had, like, 6 active stations at a time that will have, like, one game for X period of time or until people are pretty much done with it, then switch to another game and people can grind that game. RJ also told me that he's willing to have his computer go towards, like, tournament stuff as well at one point. So if we're sitting together in a row, it could also be that, like, this becomes a station here too, and a couple people can gather around there, here, or something like that. And there's gonna be space for people to be set up, because this is a fire lane, and it'd be really quite cool. So I'm getting really quite ambitious when it comes to the idea of having a whole shit ton of fighting games going on. So I'm gonna be picking up a shit ton of fighting games, and I do want to at least get familiar with them. So I'd like to do some BlazBlue Cross Tag at some point here. And then a lot of these other fighting games, I'll buy them when they go on sale, essentially. There's no rush. So, yeah. This summer might be a summer of a lot of fighting games, potentially. Unless Fragstaff is like, nope, you're not allowed to do that. We don't like that idea. We're shutting it down. But I'd be very surprised about that. So, we shall see here. Might be a summer of a lot of fighting games. And a little trickle of different fighting games during the year if they go on sale there. At least 10 hits in a combo.
How's this for starters?
Here, just X a whole bunch of times. Ah. Hit some other buttons too. Why perform a 10-hit combo then? Damn it. I don't know how to perform a 10-hit combo. Wait, meme fighting game for the tournament, if it's still readily available, is Kung Fu Panda Showdown of Legendary Legends? The game is so fucking broken. What is that about there? Like, what platform is it on? Is it 2-player split screen? I own Kung Fu Panda for the Xbox 360 Kinect, which would be really funny to see, but it's not 2-player split screen, I don't think. Maybe one of these days I'll pick up that one Avengers Kinect game. If I can actually get people fighting in that, like with a Kinect camera, it'd be really funny. I also have the Kinect, whatever it's called, like Joyride Racing. Maybe it's just Kinect Joyride. I don't remember. But that can only go up to like 2 at most. And if I have like 4 people playing at a time, like it's not gonna work out. But that'd be so funny to see as like a little bonus thing there. But yeah, it's a PS4 era Smash Bros. Clone. Not available anymore due to licensing issues. Oh, interesting. Wonder if it could be found online. I mean, I have a PS5 that it could be played on. Do this. That does sound kind of wacky. Because yeah, we're gonna have some wacky ones in there. One game that I'm looking into a little bit that I wouldn't be able to do during the regular tournament, or during the regular open ladder, I would have to save it for top 8, because this is a game that requires at least 2 PCs, is, my little cousin told me about this game. Apparently, it's a platform fighter like Smash Bros, but you have to say your moves to do them. That would be so freaking funny to see. But wouldn't be able to do that during open ladder because it'd be a computational nightmare and have to have like 2 active stations going towards it. But like a little bit of setup for like top 8 where we're doing like 1 game at a time, and Can give them each a PC and their own set of headphones and like a mic to be speaking into and stuff. It's probably feasible, you know? And that'd be so funny.
Waited too long on the voice.
So, there are some meme games that I want to put in there that might be top 8 exclusive just because it's... Oh, I turned off display capture. It just force a habit there. Just because, like, there's no way you would do that in an open ladder format, but it'd be so funny to see. It was really funny because most of the cast is 0 to death combos. Would be a little funny to see there. Is he healing? Well, like true infinite. Certainly sounds like something there. So what was the licensing issue? Like just licensing the Kung Fu Panda characters? Was it a different company that asked to work on it in that case and was like, hey, can we license the characters for X period of time? And the license ran out? Was it not like the actual owners of the IP that commissioned a company to make this game? Like what were the issues with licensing? Unless it like crosses over other characters from other IPs or something like that. Like, what's the deal? License ran out, yeah. So was it like a company that asked, can we make a game and use your characters and stuff like that? Rather than the actual owners of the IP getting it done by like a studio that they commissioned? Boop. Shenanigans like that. Interesting. Hick. Didn't quite die. Hold on. So, if you do finishers with this too, does it do any special animation as well? Nope. The third party. Interesting. Oop. I don't know. I'm kind of hitting buttons. Here, this will get through your guard. Like that. Whack. Okay, and then like... What? What? And then some of those shenanigans. And then hit buttons in case any of them play into mashing or something or other. I don't know. Wow. Freaking get him. Smack. Megaton punch. Okay.